Hey guys, it's Jay, and welcome to our Carnival Horizon ship tour. We sailed the Horizon for 14 days in November 2018, and if you haven't seen that vlog series yet, you should really go check those out. So we are beginning our tour as we normally do in the atrium, and you will notice that this ship, like the Vista, does not have the grand stare up into the vast ceiling and look at glass elevators type. They have the digital funnel and lots of beautiful stuff going on. Moving back into the aft dining room on deck 3. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in the mid dining room. We had all of our stuff in the aft, so here are just a few shots taken from the main level. Kind of showing what the chair setup is like, some chandelier action. Moving up to deck 4, this is from the balcony of the aft restaurant. This is probably for a tea time or something like that. Moving a little more forward on deck 4, we have the Limelight Lounge, which is the comedy lounge. They do some other special presentations and things in here, but mostly the Punchliner Comedy Club. They have standard sort of chairs that you can move around. There's those sort of straight back chairs. There's some cozier looking chairs, benches, a whole variety of seating options in this place. Also on deck 4, we find the Skybox Sports Bar. Just a quick peek in here. You can see lots of sports and lots of bar, televisions, memorabilia. A quick rundown of the menu in the Skybox Sports Bar. Also, just in the hallway outside, we have Mr. Radu's photo gallery. You can buy all sorts of prints. I think they have these metal wall hangings and things of photos that Mr. Radu has taken on his adventures around the world. He's kind of like the official photographer for Carnival, I guess. Rolling through the casino now. I know you're not supposed to film in the casino, but it was mostly closed when I snuck these shots in. So the Horizon Casino, deck 4, walking there toward the bar. They do have one of those digital funnels right there by the bar, and you can see it's kind of an enclosed area. I don't remember if I got any shots from deck 5 looking down, but there's an enclosed thing that sort of helps the smoke not escape. Now rolling forward through the atrium. There are some shops on this level, but we did most of our shopping on one deck higher. And to the very front of the ship to the Liquid Lounge, which is the main show lounge. This also converts into the nightclub. A quick pan across the bar. But this is sort of a convertible space that you'll find on the Vista and the Horizon and things like that. Yeah, turns into the disco club at night. We never did come up here for actual disco time, but we saw plenty of shows. Cozy seats, booths, some chairs that move around. They do bingo up here, lots of presentations. 2 stories tall. And here we are moving up to deck 5 to explore the balcony of the Liquid Lounge. Same types of seating up here. They have some fold-down theater-style seating, movable chairs, benches. Some little glass panels up there, but they don't seem to block your view too badly. There's a sample of the view from the balcony. Moving again back through the top level of the atrium, you can see a quick pan there. There's a stage on deck 4 where the entertainers... Oh, there actually is the stage, where the entertainers will entertain you with all sorts of music. Sometimes the cruise director goes up there to make announcements and things. Some quick shots of the funnel. There's a string trio. You can see shops around on this level. We'll get into those here in a second. We do enjoy the digital funnel. We kind of miss the grand open atrium, but the digital funnel is a nice touch. I don't know if it's called digital funnel. That's what I call it. Moving into some of the shopping. Here we have the shiny shop with all of the jewelry and watches and things like that. So shiny. Perfumes. Maybe even makeup. Of course, we have the liquor store with all of your alcohol needs. If you buy this on the ship, of course, you can't get it until debarkation day. But they do have good deals. And also in the liquor store, here in a second, we're getting ready to look at the sundry section. Oh, just kidding, here's the cigar section first. There's the sundries. Yeah, usually if you forget anything at home or you need sunscreen, you need toothpaste, that kind of stuff, they stick that in the liquor store for some reason most times. And of course we have Cherry on Top, the candy store, where you can buy bulk candy, boxed candy, all kinds of candy. They also have ice cream on the horizon. Some different creations that you can have made. And they do have the wine and the flowers, because this is kind of a revised version of the old Formalities shop. And then they also do have the Shore Excursions Adventures has a section set up in there. Moving here a little bit aft to the library bar, you can see they have games, books, there's a TV there, a whole selection of wine, and that they have the glasses provided there, and you just pay by the ounce, however many ounces you want in your glass. We did not partake of that on this trip, but it's a cool option. Passing now through the Bonsai Sushi, which is an upcharge restaurant, and they also have the Bonsai Teppanyaki on this ship, which we did a whole separate video just all about the Bonsai Teppanyaki. They were peeking into it there. But if you haven't already, check out our separate Bonsai Teppanyaki video. We did enjoy that experience. Jumping across, this is the piano bar. We went in there one night just to kind of chill out for a little bit. Very mellow, very calm, and they have a door over there where they provide music into the steakhouse from the piano bar. So I guess they kind of keep the music calm and tame during the time the steakhouse is open, and then they can ramp it up during the later hours. Speaking of, here is the steakhouse. We did eat in here as well. We documented that in our normal vlog series, but just a few quick shots of the setup of the steakhouse. Very fancy. Look at all that meat. Passing by the Alchemy Bar. We didn't spend a whole lot of time here on this trip. We have done alchemy on other ships, but there's a little menu of snacks you can get from the Alchemy Bar. Moving a little further aftward, we pass by the Pixels Gallery. They do have all the digital options for getting your photos. Just poke in your folio number, your date of birth, and it'll pull up all the photos you've had taken on the trip. And of course, they do have a little Shore Excursion shop there selling water shoes and fins and things, and all kinds of cameras, GoPros, everything you can need. This is one of the unique features on the horizon is the Guy's Brew House. So that sort of connects. There is still the traditional pig and anchor barbecue lunch spot outside, which we'll get to in a second, but this is the upcharge restaurant, the actual brew house, and they do brew things. There they are, brewing some things right there. They have a whole brewery at sea. I think they're one of the first, if not the first, brewery at sea. There's some seating there toward the back, a little stage where performers can perform. Look at all that sports on the TV. Go sports! And a peek into their larger brewing operation. They do offer tours of this facility. Then we moved out just to check out the Pig and Anchor, which is free for lunch and open most sea days. We did not come back and eat at this as far as I remember because I couldn't find any footage of food there. So there's the area where you check in for your time dining right next to the cafe. All sorts of new stuff they had on this one. The donuts, the cupcakes, good stuff for sale. This is these are pay options, obviously. The coffee is pay. The cakes are pay. They do have free pastries and things in the morning. But all of these nice, delicious-looking things you will pay for. Such good stuff. And usually pretty cheap, too. They also have energy drinks and sodas and Gatorades and waters and things for sale. There's a little quick shot of the menu. They have those spiked milkshakes. Those are good. Holiday specials. You can always pick up your fun times and your morning trivias here. Moving back toward another hotspot, we have the Ocean Plaza. There's a stage over there. Here's a little shot of what was happening at Ocean Plaza over the course of our cruise. But bands would play on the stage. We would gather here for trivia. They had dance classes. This was really a hotspot. I like those cozy little benches over there kind of on the side. They have games there you can get also. And most days for lunch, they had this little section that they called Light Lunch, which was actually really convenient not to have to run up to Lido. Soups, sandwiches, kind of a sampling of what was happening up on the Lido deck, actually. And then this little area back in the corner was a little bar where they had water and things that you could get. So we hit this water machine up quite a bit. Very handy. Moving back into another one of the unique features on the Vista class, we have the Havana Bar area. Very colorful, very cozy, cool to hang out in. They have the Havana rooms. There's a special area on the back with the pool that we'll get to in just a second, and if you are in a Havana cabin, you have access to that all the time. Here's a band playing one night. But if you don't have a Havana cabin, I believe you can get into the area after 7 p.m. to check it out. Here we are actually in the daylight on Embarkation Day checking it out. But after Embarkation Day, we were not allowed out back here past, well, before 7 p.m. Nice cozy round seats, all sorts of colors. Some bar action with a water dispenser out here as well. They're not going to let you thirst to death, that's for sure. And a quick shot down the menu for the Havana Bar. We even went around the side and kind of looked at some of the, they call these the cabanas. They're not balcony cabins, but the cabanas. Moving up to Deck 6, really the only thing of interest on Deck 6 is the multiplex. They have the IMAX Theater and they have the Thrill Theater. We have not done the Thrill Theater yet on any ship. That's available on a few ships. And the IMAX is on the Vista and the Horizon. We've done the IMAX on both ships. Little selection of snacks for sale. This is the sign for the Thrill Theater, but we did not do the Thrill Theater. But here we are going into the IMAX. We saw Bohemian Rhapsody on the horizon. And it's like a proper, legit IMAX theater. Pretty cool. But they've decided not to carry this concept onto the Panorama. They're doing a trampoline park on the Panorama. So Vista and Horizon have the IMAX theaters. Also on Deck 6, just across the stairwell, is the Warehouse Arcade. It didn't seem as big as some arcades that we've seen on other ships, but still definitely very big. We've been on some ships where, you know, they have probably 6 or 8 machines, so this is still impressive. And moving out now to the Lido pool area out into the sunshine. We have the Red Frog Rum Bar. We did pop down there for a couple of occasions. We never made it over to the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. That's on the opposite side. We have Guy's Burger, which of course is a free lunch option offering up all sorts of burgers. They have a big toppings bar where you can just load it up however you like it. Look at all of that delicious, cheesy action. And all the toppings you could want. Moving over to the other side, we have the Blue Iguana Cantina. The Blue Iguana Cantina, which is also a free option. Breakfast burritos, lunch burritos, tacos. They have taco bowls as well. Make sure you get those crispy potatoes if you get those breakfast burritos. Now moving a little further back on Lido Deck. This is Deck 10 that we've jumped up to here. Just a few shots down some of the buffet lines. Some of the stuff that you can find up there. Salad bar action for those trying to be health conscious on your cruise. And they do have the hand-scooped gelato right there in between those 2 buffet lines. Every day for lunch. 2 new flavors every day. And a little toppings bar to go with it. Love it. We hit that quite a bit on our cruise. Moving out toward the aft area, we have the pizzeria back here. Pizzeria del Capitano. Handmade fresh pizzas. We've got the Seafood Shack on the other side. The pizzeria is free. Seafood Shack is a pay option. There's those bread bowls. They've got clam chowder and bread bowls, which is actually really good. A little sampling of some of the fresh seafood they've got going on. And the actual Tides Pool of the Tides Pool area back here. Hot tub. Good times. Good stuff. And the bar over there. Didn't really focus on the bar too much, but it's definitely over there. Gotta sit here and do some slow pans, obviously. Capture all that beautiful scenery. Now jumping up one more deck to Deck 11. This is just a little seating area that overlooks the Tides Pool area. Kind of looks like a Serenity type thing, but it was all ages. And of course up there we have the Sky Ride. We did not get to venture on the Sky Ride because the day we tried to go to it, it was windy and closed, but we did capture some folks doing the Sky Ride. Sky Ride and the Sky Ropes course up there. We did not make it up there. Like I said, it was too windy for us to go up and film, but we got a few shots from down below. Moving to the inside, we have Gigi's Asian and Cucina de Capitano, which are both free for lunch. It's basically a Mongolian wok. There's the Mongolian wok menu. You just check off what you want. They make it up for you, and delicious free lunch. We love it. And on the other side, we have Pasta Bella, which is the similar concept. You just check off what you want. Pasta, sauce, add-ins, and you get a delicious free meal there. So those are both pay options for dinner, but free options for lunch. So now we're moving ahead on deck 11, overlooking the main pool, which is panned down from the water slide, the Dr. Seuss themed water slide down to the pool. A lot of lounger action, a great place. They do all sorts of stuff out here, lip sync battle auditions and hairy chest contests, and a lot of fun, deck parties, everything happening up on Lido. A little splash action there in the splash zone. We've moved up to deck 12 at this point, so checking out the water slides, which we did not go on the water slides, but they looked awesome. Going a little further forward to the spa, this is a quick overview. We actually did a little bit more footage of the spa in the original vlog series, so that does exist on the channel, but this is just a quick version of our spa tour. Those cool little chairs and the bubbly place. Dry sauna, very hot. And a couples massage room. All sorts of cool stuff up there. And jumping up to deck 15 to Serenity. We explored Serenity at night this day, but they do have those nice little lay-down beds, all sorts of cozy seats, and it is age 21 plus up here. Kind of get a feel for Serenity in the dark. I think we went up there a couple of times in the day, but it's pretty crowded usually. Here's one of our favorite little spots we found, although a little hard to manage with wind and a salad bar. Stuff did kind of blow around, but this was a nice little assemble-it-yourself salad station that was open up in Serenity. So we normally end with a nice little glass elevator shot, but we don't have one of those on this ship. So boom, we'll just end like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this ship tour of the Carnival Horizon. There are a couple of areas that we didn't get to. There is the Family Harbor area on deck 2 that you have to be in a Family Harbor cabin to access. We did not have access to that. But that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this ship tour. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, rock on!